Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I'm building another family home, and this time it's a cozy cottage style house here in Newcrest, which I am so excited to share with you guys because I am absolutely loving the way this neighborhood is coming together. I think it is just so adorable. I shared some pictures over on Twitter last week of this neighborhood in the snow, and it's so beautiful. I'm absolutely obsessed, so I'm excited to finish it. But I did actually build another house on this lot back at Halloween that I was planning on leaving in this neighborhood for my save file. But once I got to looking at this area as like a whole and all the houses together and like really looking at them, I decided that that house didn't fit as well as I wanted it to. I still like the house, but I decided that it's just not really for this neighborhood because I don't know, I just felt like it just stood out too much and it didn't have the same architectural features like the other houses do. So for this house, I decided to really look at the pieces of the other homes surrounding it that I really liked. So the house to the right is the single mom's cottage that I built, and I really liked the roof line of that house. I felt like it was really unique. So I definitely took some pieces from that house and the houses behind it too, and just tried to make it look like it really belongs in this area. And now I really think it does. I think it is so beautiful. I'm just so excited to finish this neighborhood. I still have one lot to do, and that one is a 40 by 30, so that one will be a really big house because I think these ones are 30 by 20, so I'm excited to complete that one. And then I still have the other two neighborhoods in Newcrest to do as well. So the lots down by the river I think are going to be a community lot area, and I have some ideas. I know I want to include a park down there. I'm thinking some sort of shopping center, and I have another idea, but I'm going to keep that one a secret because I think it's kind of fun, and I haven't really seen that too much, I don't think. So I think that one will be cool. And then also I want to include a vet clinic because I only have one other vet clinic for my save file, so I definitely want there to be a couple of them. And yeah, other than that, if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know. And then the other neighborhood where there's like the lots one after another, they're like in a row, that area I want to be like luxury homes, like really fancy, nice houses. So I think that'll be really beautiful because it's kind of in a woodsy area. At least the area behind it, there's no houses. It's like all open fields and trees, and it's really pretty. So I think that area will be really nice for some fancier houses. So that's my plan. And then this neighborhood, of course, is like the family neighborhood. The two houses behind it, there's sisters living together in the house in the very back, and then the house that's just the one closest to it, I guess is how we can explain it. That one is actually empty, so your Sims can just move into that one. It costs like 18,000 simoleons or something like that, so it's unfurnished. It does have a kitchen though, just no bedroom, so a kitchen and a bathroom, no bedroom decorations, but it has the floor plan laid out, and I think that's going to be so cool. I've included a house in every single neighborhood that's completely empty that you can just move your Sims into, so I think that'll be so much fun. And I think after I'm done completing my save file, I'll go through and actually furnish every single one of the houses and upload them to the gallery. That way, if you want them furnished, it'll be easier for you to do so, and I think that'll be kind of fun. I'm excited to go do that. But the only world that has more than one of those houses is Windenburg because it's such a big world. And then of course there is San Myshuno. Every single neighborhood there is an apartment that has the floor plan done that you can move into. And I of course have tons of apartments that I've renovated, and I will continue to renovate them because yeah, they're so fun. I absolutely love renovating apartments. They're just like the best. And I mentioned this in my 50K special. I hope we get more of them. I really hope we do. Or the ability to create our own would be amazing too, but I don't know if they'll include that. I think we're more likely to get more apartments than we are to get the ability that we'd be able to build them ourselves, but I will not lose hope. But speaking of my 50K special, I wanted to thank you guys so much for your response and your feedback. All of your guys' comments were so amazing. I really appreciate it a lot because it is pretty scary putting yourself out there like that, and I don't know, uploading a video of yourself to the internet is kind of scary. I have shared pictures of myself on Instagram and Twitter, so that really wasn't that big of a deal to me, but it still was kind of a scary thing. So I just want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys made it so easy and so fun, and I will definitely do more face cam in the future, maybe for some challenges or things like that. Definitely let me know what you guys think if you want to see more of it. I don't think I will do it for just regular build videos because I feel like it's kind of distracting, at least when I've seen them before. So I think I would just save that for challenges or when it's appropriate. So yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about that. But I had a lot of fun with it, and you guys are amazing. So just thank you so much. But as you guys can see, the house is coming together, and we have these similar roof-shaped pieces that I don't know exactly what to call them. They're kind of just cottagey looking, and that's kind of why I've been calling these houses cottages, and I just really like that a lot. This house isn't as barn-shaped as the house to the right of the home. The single mom's cottage has a lot more of a barn shape to the whole side of the house if you're looking at it from a side. So the side profile of this one is I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's not barn shaped. And so I feel like it looks a little bit more like the houses behind it, and I was really happy about that. And yeah, it takes up a lot of this lot actually, so this backyard ends up being pretty small, and I only end up being able to fit some planter boxes, a barbecue area, and then I also include some monkey bars because I've been kind of neglecting the monkey bars, I guess you could say. Ever since Seasons came out with swing sets, I've used those in like every single backyard where I want to include kids equipment. And so this time I decided to include monkey bars instead, just to switch it up a little bit. And yeah, I think it turns out pretty nice, and there's not really a whole lot going on out there. But I did put a few decorations on the porches. This front porch ends up having a chest table, and then I think there's like a seating area on the back porch, and I think it turns out pretty nice. But right now I am doing the landscaping, and I just incorporated lots of different greenery plants with these purpley hydrangeas and then some purple flowers, and I think it turns out pretty nice. And another thing that I'm really liking about these houses is all of the brick detail. I think it's so pretty. Every single one of these houses have some sort of combination of brick and then that vinyl siding, which I just think is so beautiful. I really like brick on houses in real life. One of my neighbors actually has this really pretty brick detail on the exterior of their house, and every time we go for a walk and I walk past their house, I'm just completely jealous because I live in a neighborhood where all the houses are pretty boxy and they're stucco material, and that extra bit of like brick just adds so much detail, and it's so beautiful. Yeah, their house is gorgeous. I love it so much. So definitely someday I want a house with brick on the exterior. Maybe when we buy a house again, yeah. Because right now we're renting, but we have bought before, and that house didn't have brick. It was completely stucco, but I mean every house where I live is stucco pretty much. So that's pretty common, but the brick I think is so beautiful, and yeah, absolutely obsessed. So I've been having fun with that in this neighborhood, and I think I'll continue that maybe in the fancier neighborhood. I haven't exactly... I think I'll incorporate brick, but it won't be the same brick that I've done in this neighborhood where it has the siding on top. I think it'll be just like different accent pieces of the house will have brick on them. And that's what I'm thinking. I haven't exactly figured out. I've been pinning lots of different pictures of these beautiful like cottagey style houses and floor plans and stuff. So I'm trying to work out exactly what I want to do, but it'll be something similar to this. But the backyard has pretty much came together. I do add a barbecue area over here, and I use one of these large outdoor dining tables that has the 6 seats. Since I knew there was going to be at least 5 Sims in this house, I definitely wanted to include a large dining area out here, and then a few planter boxes. And then that's pretty much it for the exterior. I do decorate the porches like I mentioned. Over here I put a chest table. Nothing too exciting. I think I get some planters, like some decorations here on the front as well. Maybe some on the back. I can't exactly remember. Just a few little pots for detail. And something that drives me crazy, because I was actually going to share pictures of this house in the snow, but since I put some flower boxes on a couple of the windows, and then we have those pots on the porches, they actually don't change with the seasons. And I know I've mentioned this before, but I have to mention it again because maybe somebody will hear me that will be able to fix it or know who to tell to fix it. But it just absolutely drives me crazy. That's something that I shared when I shared some pictures of this neighborhood in the snow. I actually put a little comment saying, please change these, because it's so frustrating. It makes, like these pots right here, they don't change. The leaves don't get darker. Nothing changes on them. They don't even get a little bit of frost. So that was absolutely driving me crazy. And plus I thought it was kind of silly to build the whole house in like a summery atmosphere and then share pictures of it in the snow. But I have built some more wintry themed builds. So I built a suburban-y tile house. Well, it's not a suburban house because it's out in the woods, but it's that style of house, and it's all snowy and decorated for Christmas. I'm really excited to share that one. And then I also did an apartment for Christmas too, so I'm excited to share those because last year I don't think I really shared any houses that were for Christmas. I think I just did a Christmas park. Yeah, I think that's all I did last year. So I'm excited to share some more like homier type builds for Christmas this year. I'm really excited about that. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to them. And yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. But we are on to the interior now, and I decided to start off with the kitchen because I actually tried furnishing this house once before and it wasn't working out. I was absolutely hating it. Everything was like the same color. I don't know what I was doing. So anytime I have any issues with furnishing or liking my interiors, I always just decide to start with the kitchen because I feel like if you get the kitchen figured out, the rest of the house kind of comes together. I don't know if it works every time, but at least for me, when I've been having troubles yeah, go to the kitchen and everything kind of comes together. So that's what I did, and I do really like the way this kitchen turns out. It's a pretty good sized kitchen. It's pretty big, and then we have this large island in the center with lots of bar stools around it so the Sims can sit there and have breakfast in the morning or whatever they would like to do. There's also a formal dining area to the left of the kitchen, and I think I use the round dining table, one of the round ones anyways, and I found myself really wanting a modern version of those, so hopefully we'll get one eventually because I think that would be really nice. But ever since I've been doing a little bit more modern interiors, I definitely have been, it's something I've been looking for. I think that would be really cool. Maybe if we had one that was like a glass top round dining table, that could be really cool. So we'll see if that ever comes. But I am finishing cluttering up the kitchen. There's a few decorations here and there, and I love putting those cookbooks up on top of the microwave. I feel like that just looks so realistic and kind of cluttery, and I just really like it. It makes it look so cozy. But other than that, there is a laundry room down here and a bathroom, and I actually cut out the footage of the bathroom that's down here because this video it was getting quite long. I spent a long time on this house, so hopefully you guys don't mind, but I did cut out that bathroom and the parents' ensuite. They're really similar to the family bathroom that's upstairs, but since there's 3 bathrooms, I didn't feel like it was necessary to show all of them. That's always one of the first things to go. It's always bathrooms, floor plans, and some landscaping, but for this one, I left in, I think, pretty much all of the landscaping. I cut out the floor plan and those bathrooms, so hopefully you guys don't mind, but yeah, this video would have been very long if I didn't, and yeah, that's just how it goes. But as you guys can see, the kitchen is coming together. I put this little corner shelf here in the kitchen, which that's another thing that I want to see a more modern version of. I think that would be really nice. I also put a pet food bowl in here. I also get a cat tree, but I think I forgot a litter box, so maybe I will add one before I upload it to the gallery if I remember, but if not, you can of course add one yourself. There's plenty of room in the laundry room, but I will try to remember. But this is going to be the entryway to the house, and over here I put a couple of coat racks and the umbrella rack, and then over here I put a dresser with a mirror above it, and then I add lots of clutter to the top of the dresser, which I was having so much fun with. I really wanted this to look like a family home, like the kids had made projects and the parents are displaying them around the house. So what I did was actually use that plate that came with Parenthood that has the cute little like hand painted drawings on them. So this one that I put down here has like the flowers on it. I thought it was really pretty, and then I use it a couple more times with the different pieces of artwork throughout this build. And then yeah, other than that, there's mail clutter because I love using that item because I feel like it looks so realistic. Like you just check the mail and you've thrown it by the front door. I feel like that's what I do anyways. I have a table right by my front door and I throw mail there every day. My keys go there, but we don't have key clutter. And then this is a hallway leading into the house, and I really wasn't too sure what to put in here, but I put a side table over here underneath these paintings, and the side table that I put over by the stairs I actually completely forgot about, so I didn't decorate it at all. And when I went to go take the screenshots, I was like, oh, I didn't put any decorations on here. So I decided to get rid of it in the end. I figured if I forgot about it that easily, it really wasn't that necessary. So yeah, you won't see it in the screenshots, but here I just sized down this jewelry box to, well, look more like a jewelry box. It didn't actually snap to that red shelf that I've been using, so I couldn't get it to the right level of this table, but it still looks okay. It's clipping in a little bit, but I just really like the way this table turned out. I really liked using that decoration that's like the chicken laying on its eggs in that basket. I thought that was really cute. And I kind of struggled with a rug. I really wanted to put a rug right here, and I tried so many different options. I even cut out some of my attempts, but I ended up going with this rug that came with Get Famous. I thought it looked really pretty. I just really liked it a lot. So that's what I ended up doing. And this is going to be the laundry room. And it's pretty simple, but I definitely wanted to show it to you guys because I really liked some of the clutter detail that I put in here. I thought it was really nice. When I decorated the laundry room in my penthouse build, I got a lot of really good ideas, even though I didn't keep all those things in that laundry room. If you guys remember, I did take away a lot of the clutter, but ever since I downloaded this red shelf that I've been using, I've been able to clutter up areas so much easier. So I've been playing around with it a lot more, and I've been getting a lot of questions about this red shelf, and I have mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. It is linked in the description under my frequently asked questions list, so you can find it there if you would like to download it for yourself. But I am absolutely obsessed with this, one of my favorite tools now. But that's pretty much it for the laundry room. I put this shelf over here and then that ironing board, but I think I will definitely add a cat litter box in that corner too before I upload it to the gallery. And then this is going to be the living room, which I absolutely love the way it turned out. I feel like it's just so cozy, especially with these couches. I know I probably overuse these couches from Cats and Dogs, but they're just my absolute favorite. I feel like they just look the most comfy, and they just fit this type of house so well in my opinion, and I really liked the colors of these couches for this house in particular because I just felt like the blue with the brown cushions just worked so well with the color scheme, and everything just came together so nicely. And then I also get a family computer in here, which I thought was kind of nice because usually I create like office spaces or like a designated area for a computer instead of just putting it in like one of the main parts of the house. So this time I put it down here in the living room, so it's like a family computer. And then I also get some bookcases in here. I end up moving the bookcases over by those chairs to the other side of the living room, which I thought was kind of nice because I really didn't know what to do in this corner. I thought about adding the cat tree over there, but I ended up moving it here. And then this corner is where I put the computer desk, and yeah, I just feel like it just worked out so well over here. And then I add some pictures up on the walls, and then just some decorations here and there. Just tried to make it look really lived in and like a family home, just nice and cozy is pretty much the only descriptive word I can think to describe it. But I really liked adding that little lunchbox and like crayons. I guess it's not a lunchbox, it's more like a art supply box, but that little kid decoration by the computer I thought was a nice touch. And then I decided to put a plant over here, and then I really felt like this corner was kind of odd, so I decided to create this kind of like brick structure, which I feel like worked out so nicely. And then I put this adorable stool, which I am still not over, and put a plant on top of it. And yeah, I just think it came together so well. I'm just really happy with the way this living room came together, because at first it was just kind of big and awkward, and I felt like it was kind of hard to decorate, but I feel like it came together pretty nice. And then this is going to be the dining room, so it's the last room that we decorate here on the first floor of the house. And I go with this round dining table like I mentioned earlier, and I paired it with these wicker chairs, which are one of my most absolute favorite dining chairs that we have in game. I think they're so beautiful, and I think they came with cats and dogs if I remember correctly, but I just love them so much. I feel like they're so pretty, and the wood color matched perfectly with this table, so I was really happy about that. And I think this room just comes together really nicely. I get a couple cabinets around, a few plant decorations, and then like a chair in the corner, something like that. But I think it comes together pretty well. But while I'm thinking about it, I want to mention my save file, because I get a lot of questions asking when it's going to be released or when it's going to be available for download. So I still have a lot to do, and I have mentioned a few different times that I was shooting for the end of the year, but the end of the year is definitely creeping up on me. As you guys can probably tell, I still have a lot to do, and there's 3 weeks left to the rest of the year, so that's definitely not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is actually go through all of the lots and see how many there are left for me to complete, because I'm going to be doing a mixture of EA renovations and my own builds in my save file. So I need to go through and see how many renovations I have left that I want to do, and how many empty lots there are that I need to build for, and see how many I need to put out each week and when I can have it up and all those kinds of things. So I'll keep you guys updated when I get a better idea of when that's going to happen, because I get a lot of comments saying that you guys are waiting on starting households for me. So don't wait on me, because yeah, it's going to be a while, but I will definitely keep you guys up to date when I get a better idea of when it's going to be available for download, or how long it's going to take me and all those kinds of things. But we are on to the second story now. So this is going to be the first bedroom that I decorate. And for this room, I was thinking it's going to be for a girl, and I was trying to think of her personality while I was decorating it. And I think she's kind of a tomboy. That's kind of what I was thinking anyways, but also a little bit girly at the same time, and maybe a little bit feisty or kind of tough. I thought that was kind of a fun personality to think of. But what I really enjoyed about this room was the color scheme, because it was kind of spurred on by this bed. There's like this soft brown color, the red and the gray, and I thought it was just so beautiful. So I paired it with this gray dresser and then a few different little decoration items that have reds and browns in them, and I just thought it was so pretty. Like, that bed that came with Seasons is one of the best beds that we have in game. I think it is just, yeah, all of the beds that came with Seasons actually are absolutely amazing, and they come in so many good color swatches. But especially this bed, like, it comes in some colors that I don't think you would normally think of for a bed that has like the drapes and the flowers on them. So I'm really happy with this bed. I think it's great. So I really liked using that in here. And then here I go into the debug menu to pull out some other decorations. I want to put some artwork on the walls that came with Seasons as well. And there I just put a salt and pepper shaker there on the kitchen table. So I really like using that item. We do have another salt and pepper shaker that came with, I think, Dine Out, but it's really modern looking, and so I really like those ones for these more like homier looking builds. But there I just pulled out that decoration from Seasons, one of those art projects, and I put it there above her desk. I thought about putting this other item there. I kind of shuffled things about, but that's how I end up leaving it, and I think it turns out really nice. But this is going to be the family bathroom, so it is the only bathroom that I show in this build, but the other two bathrooms are just smaller versions of this one. They're really not different at all. You may see them as we fly around building the house, but this bathroom, it's a little bit crowded, so you'll notice that the toilet is pretty close to the counter, but it totally works. I did play test it. I didn't have any issues with the Sims being able to use the bathroom or anything. So I was really happy about that, because sometimes when I do these kind of smaller bathrooms, I worry about them working, but yeah, it worked just fine. So I think it came together pretty nicely, but it is pretty simple. And then this is going to be the master bedroom. So they do have that ensuite there to the right. And then, yeah, their room is pretty small. I did have a little bit trouble getting the Sims to walk to the right side of the bed because of where I placed the dresser, but as I was playtesting it, I got it to work. So if you do download this from the gallery, everything should work. It just ended up being a pretty small room. I thought about not including the bathroom to the right, and you could definitely make the room bigger if you need to. I tried actually decorating it with that bathroom not included and the bedroom bigger, but it was such an awkward shape that I couldn't get the furniture to look right. So I figured that it worked a little bit better this way, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out in the end. And here I was just kind of struggling with where to put this laundry hamper, so I do have to move things around in the bedroom. I do end up using this mirror that snaps to the wall instead of a lean up mirror because it doesn't take as much space up. And then here I'm cluttering up the dresser with lots of different little items, and here's that plate again with the other little hand painted decoration on it. It's just so cute. This one has like mountains and a sun. I think that item is so adorable, and I really hope to see more of those kind of family oriented stuff in the game. I think that would be so nice. But that is it for the room, and then there I just hung up a picture in the hallway to add a little bit of decoration. I think I add maybe a plant or something in the hallway. It's pretty bare in there, but I didn't think it was too necessary to have a bunch of decorations in the hallway. And then this is going to be the second kid's room, and I love this room. I think it's so fun. So for this kid, I was thinking that they're really into like hiking and like kind of like nature and collecting bugs, and of course they're in the Boy Scouts, so I have that board over there that has all the information that they need, and then there's the notebook that they can add, like their little Boy Scouts journal. I have that in here too, and I actually go into the debug menu and pull out some of the bug collections. So I think I put like a Luna moth, and I forget what the other bug is, but I thought that was so fun. I think I actually end up including those once I start decorating the third bedroom, because I didn't think about them while I was decorating this room, but I saw them in the debug menu when I was in that room, and I was like, yes, I definitely have to add those. So I end up putting those on top of the desk, and I think they just add so much detail, and they're so cool. And maybe he's like hiding them from his parents, and maybe they don't want them to have like bugs and stuff in their rooms, and he just like thinks they're so cool, so he keeps them in there up on top of the desk and hope that they won't find them or something. That's kind of a fun idea. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So other than that, I give him a school project too, a few toys around, and then of course a few decorations up on the wall. I think I put some like posters and stuff like above his bed and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it turns out pretty nice. I have a lot of fun with kids' bedrooms. They're probably my favorite types of bedrooms to decorate, because you can just put so much clutter and personality, way more than I feel like you can in adults' bedrooms. So yeah, I do really like them, and that's pretty much it for this bedroom. Over here I do put a laundry hamper and a mirror, and then I also end up hanging that wall decoration that has like the organizer on it. This thing right here, I thought this was a pretty cool item, and I put that over here and kind of shuffled things about, but I thought that maybe they organized their Boy Scout stuff there. And then here I just put some posters, and I really like that wall hanging with the fish on it. I definitely felt like it suited the personality of the Sim for this bedroom. And then this is going to be the third kid's room. Well, it's going to be a teenager's bedroom, and this room I thought was a lot of fun. It may be my favorite of the three, because I really liked adding all of this like sciencey clutter. So I definitely thought that the kid in this room was really into like space and technology and science. So I put a desk in here, and I actually end up using some of those school projects that are already complete, so you can get them in the debug menu. And I can't remember if I mentioned this already, so I apologize if I have, but I was having a little bit trouble with this voiceover, so I've tried doing this several different times. But yeah, I was wondering if the teenagers get sent home school projects like the kids do. But either way, I decided to use them as decorations in this room, and I thought they were so much fun, because I definitely imagined that this teen was really into all of like the school projects and maybe going to like the science fair and those kinds of things. So I thought that they worked so well in here. I got the rocket ship, I got the robot, that little sciencey display thing with the solar system I thought was really cool too. I really like the way the desk is put right here, but I felt like this long wall was so bare, so I ended up moving the desk to this wall to the left and shuffling things around, so it doesn't actually look exactly how I end up decorating it, but you'll see it here in just a little while. And then other than that, I think I get like a dresser and just regular bedroom kinds of things, I guess. But I also end up putting a bulletin board up on the wall, and that's one of my favorite things to use as like decoration, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I love it. I use it on a lot of builds, and I put some postcards on it. I thought it was just so cute, and I kind of thought that it was a little bit befitting for this teen since they're so into science and technology that maybe they have a lot of internet friends, so perhaps the postcards are from them. I don't know, I kind of thought that was a fun idea, so yeah, that could definitely be a possibility. Then over here is where I put the dresser. I thought that this open kind of dresser from City Living looked definitely like a teenager's dresser, so I put that in there. It's kind of like a, would you call it a dresser or would you call it a closet or a wardrobe? I'm not exactly sure, but I thought it looked really nice. And then I got this poster above the bed, and then there's this cool like rocket ship lamp that I thought was really nice. And then I put like a backpack and some books and a few different little clutter items around. And then here in just a little while, I do move that desk to the other side of the wall because it just felt, I don't know, like it was in a weird position. But here's that bulletin board with that calendar, and then a couple of the postcards that I put here in just a second on it. And I just think it turns out really nice. I'm really happy with this room. I think it's pretty adorable. So I definitely think it's my favorite. If you guys have a favorite, you can definitely let me know too. But here I am moving that desk so the items don't get put exactly in the same spots as they were originally, but I still think it looks really nice, and I feel like it just makes the room flow a little bit better and makes this wall look a little bit less awkward. So I'm really happy with the way that turned out, and I think I get another poster over here on this wall too. Yeah, this one I thought was perfect, so that's what I end up going with. But we are coming up on the screenshot, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Is it just me, or is it hard to agree with what you're trying to explain? I don't mind feather wings, no diamond rings, but that's not how you get to me, no. We could sit in the shade, talk till late, and then we'll see. We can go for walks, stroll down the city park, and maybe, just maybe, sweet delivery is never guaranteed, no matter the place or time.